Hello, everyone. Welcome to WinCat Sports, and it's our Lions post game. I'm a little bit late into it today because, obviously it's Thanksgiving, spending time with the family. My dad, at this point, has gone to bed by the time I'm making this video. But, like usual with our NFC North breakdown, he'll be involved in that video. So we'll get his opinions on this game then. But we'll get into my post game analysis of what went on. Overall, Lions, they played pretty well besides a few players. Kendall Vildor, I hate you. You should be cut off the team. There's no reason why he should be making mistakes week after week. I don't care if it was a weak pass interference call, because he was. But, him being involved all the time in horrible decisions made on the field, I want him off the team. Play Mosley. Play someone else. Sign someone else. Anybody is better than Vildor. I've hated him since the NFC Championship last year, and I hope not to see him on the team again Thursday next week. But besides that, overall, Lions didn't play too terribly of a game. Did get lucky, though. There were some bad penalties by the Bears and some poor clock management to end that game. Obviously, I think I see where Eberflus was looking at, right? You're going to make the play, hopefully get a few more yards, then call your timeout, not wait for your QB to snap it or call a timeout and then hope your field goal unit can get out there in time. I think that's what a lot of people, especially Chicago fans right now, are kind of looking at that last play. Now, if it's up to how Eberflus was maybe calling that last play and getting it out to Caleb Williams, that might be different. But overall, I think it's more on the quarterback and offense itself's fault than Eberflus's fault. Because, again, looking at it, you had 32 seconds left. You're not going to use your timeout necessarily, because by the time everybody gets into position for anything, there should have been enough time to get a quick play off, nothing towards the end zone to tie it. Obviously, if we would have called it, and depending on how long the play took, your field goal unit would have to rush out there and get themselves in place. And I would feel it's probably better for your field goal unit not to rush to get into place. But probably by the time it would have hit 25 seconds, I probably would have called the timeout and tried to do a sideline pass just to get in the field goal range. Regardless, just bad decisions overall by the Bears. Caleb Williams was 20 for 34 for 3 TDs. Most of that yardage and the TDs happening in the second half of the game where the Lions kind of slowed down. Typically, they've been really good in the second half. This time, they were not good in the second half. DeAndre Swift only ran for 39 yards. Caleb Williams also ran for 39 yards. Lions-wise, Jared Goff threw for 221 yards, 2 TDs, 21 for 34. We rushed for another almost 200 yards between Montgomery, Gibbs, Williams, and Goff, even getting a 1-yard run in at one point. He had a nice QB sneak. But, hey, you win 23-20. Your first win on Thanksgiving in 8 years. You get to 11-1, best franchise record you have ever had. And coming Sunday, you still have the chance to clinch the playoffs. Do I think it's going to happen? Obviously not. You need 4 or 5 other teams to also lose in the playoffs. And I don't think that is going to happen at all this week. But you keep pushing towards next week. You keep pushing yourself towards these scenarios where it's just going to ease the pressure off you. Your defense is very much banged up. Obviously, I would love the first round bye, but that might not happen due to the injuries your team is sustaining. More linebackers getting hurt this week. Pascal also getting hurt, coming back in the game, though. Your defense is getting battered and beaten up. And it is showing that Aaron Glenn is a very good coach with how the defense is still playing well. You only let up 20 points on the Bears, which is pretty average to what you've done for the year for the opposing offensives. And you put up 23 points against the Bears, which is a little bit above average to what the Bears have been giving up. So it's not like you got outplayed. The Bears have a really good defense. You put up the amount of points you should have really put up. I'm sure if the taunting penalty by Jameson Williams didn't happen, you have more points on the board, but it puts you again, in a good situation. You're 11-1. You can feel good. You got a week to prepare for Green Bay. And personally, depending on how all these injuries pop up throughout the week, I'm not feeling the best about the Green Bay game. We will see kind of how this game tonight goes for Green Bay, to how good they potentially will be next week. They are playing a weak Dolphins team, but they are on the rise. Currently, as I'm making this, they're winning 24-3 at half. Um, so Packers themselves, I think, are going to be coming into next week looking to get a victory and looking to knock us out of our rhythm. You're going to need that every now and then. You're going to need to lose. You can't win every game and expect to actually win out. That's not how this goes. You need to lose here and there to kind of kick yourself into reality and realize where you need to improve, where you need to learn how to be a better team. And when you win games like this, it's the same situation. You're going to learn how to be better, because it was rough. There was some bad decisions made. But overall, again, good teams win even in the bad situations. And that is what you have done. And again, you're just plowing through. You're doing great. And it is strange to be a Lions fan when all you're seeing is success and you've been used to just disappointment. I mean, and that is not even a short on words. You are just used to disappointment because the Lions typically always find a way. And like I've said, that disappointment has moved on to the Bears fans because it is a true Lions fashion to lose in the same old Lion way with poor clock management, block field goals, lose on a Hail Mary, lose a heartbreaker coming back, but losing in overtime. That is stuff the old Lions would do. And right now the Bears are playing that way. And I sympathize with Bear fans in that case because that is exactly what is happening to them. But good win for the Lions. Keep moving. 10th straight win ties a single season record. Because again, the 34 Lions went 10-0 before they lost their game. So if you win one more, you break a record again, which this team is known for breaking records. They've been doing it the past 2-3 years. First time since this, first time since then. And, my dad hasn't even been born yet. It's back in the 50s, 40s, 30s. So let's keep pushing. Let's keep winning. You got a week to prepare for the Packers and just take it one game at a time because that's all the mentality you need right now. With all that being said, though, if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you thought about the game. And until next time, hope to see everybody soon.